What is the worst thing that could happen if you let go of something that no longer served you? Hi, my name is Viv Bannigan and I am dedicated founder of Going Well Limited, a bespoke training and mentoring company based here in the heart of London. And this question is quite interesting because at the moment I'm actually in the process of letting go of things that no longer serve me, or coming to the realization that the ways changing, that I'm at a fork in the road, that there is an opportunity to be able to do something different. And the most selfless thing we can do is to fill ourselves up with our own inner well. So, what that means is filling ourselves up with love, seeking out those opportunities that fill us up and move us towards our passion, towards our flow, and starting to let go of those old ways that we could be doing because we think it's the right thing, or it's because that's the way it's always been, or that's how you survive. And starting to build that courage to say, well, I might involve myself in those activities, but they're not filling me up. And we can see love being filled up because it will show not only in how you feel about yourself, it shows in your physical body. Are you feeling full of energy? Are you feeling full of flow when you're engaged with the activity? Do you lose time? Or it could show up for you spiritually because you feel connected, you feel grounded, you know you're thinking, you know you're feeling, you're interacting with all of going on with you consciously, and you're engaged, that there's an experience that you're having with the wider perspective. Or it's showing up financially. You know, you work really hard, and if you're moving towards what you love, your needs are being met. There's a security, an emotional foundation security that your needs are being met. Where I've started to realize, when you're moving away, you can be working all the time, you can be gathering all those finances, but it's slipping away. It feels like grabbing at straws. You can never get held on it because it's not for you. So it starts moving away. So, you know, personally, I worked incredibly hard the last 10 years balancing one job with another, you know, so I could go to university. I was working developing financial services training. It never seemed to just take off, or the opportunities just seemed to start to dry up, or I would do really well and then it would be taken away. Whereas I've started to find where the trickle is in new types of work, new types of opportunity, moving towards those and starting to follow them, but they seem to be starting to fit. They start to stay together. It starts to move because I'm making that conscious decision to let go of an old way of being, or an old way of doing things, or just, to be honest, really say, you know, there were reasons why I engaged with that type of career or that type of work. Now it doesn't quite resonate. It doesn't kind of fit with my energy. So it feels like I'm sacrificing health, wealth, well-being by engaging in it, and not feeling that my world is being populated with what I wanted to be populated with by pursuing that type of career. Whereas when I focus in on the new way, the new calling, I start to recognize that actually it's starting to populate with new people, new interactions, new community. It's bringing me back to how I express love. It's bringing in the people and the support I need to be able to express that love. And even though the transition can be still quite scary, it's not jumping off a cliff. It is taking a step first. It's taking a step and then another stepping stone appears. Because we are in a part of challenge. The we is the collective. The way we worked in patriarchal society for thousands of years is around hierarchy and survival. It's kind of very much a pincer movement. We have to focus towards it, and we have to move through things in a way that there is survival, that everybody will survive. And that survival can happen at the loss of a few, but it will keep the many. Where now in the more concentric circle kind of economy, it's about nurturing, it's about being people focused. And the first person we do have to focus on is oneself. We each are, I believe, a unique individual who is here to bring a unique gift to the world. And the way I look at it from an economic perspective is that everybody has their own inner secrets to evolve. So this is about creating curiosity, creativity, allowing our inner well to really flow so that we can start to evolve and that we can nurture that ability that everybody can move between their respective communities so that they can share their unique gifts and talents in a way that is going to still have challenges, more opportunities, and a way of letting go of the old way of thinking that there should be and there could be and this is how 3 bags full be, if that makes sense. So it's about striking then a balance between nurturing others and caring for ourselves first, because even by just caring for ourselves first, we set a precedent for how other people can care for themselves. So my decluttering has been very much about letting go of paper, letting it go back into the environment, looking at how I'm working with clients and getting more aligned to letting go of the sort of seriousness about writing and focusing more on speaking with people and communicating and sharing. So that's really, letting go of that old way of how I thought it needed to be and starting to embrace more of how it just feels good when I am doing it. So our Just Stop invitation for you today. So if you want to hear more about the Just Stop lesson, if you're new to these videos, please do check out our website, www.growingwell.co.uk. The Just Stop lesson is very much about stopping. It's about pausing. It's about stepping into female leadership and taking a moment to look at the wider picture, to know that you can think, know that you can feel, know that you can move, and starting to consciously engage with your environment while being grounded and present. So taking a moment every day, maybe 5-10 minutes, and just starting to watch and reflect on questions and watch how you're thinking about those questions, watch how you're feeling about that and how you bring those two into balance. So our question again is, what is the worst thing that could happen if you let go of things that no longer served you? How many things have you been hanging on to in the house? And then do something that replenishes you for today. So when you let go of something, you start to create new room for something else to come in. So how can you introduce something or a practice that is going to light up your soul, that's going to give you the rest and be held? And it doesn't necessarily mean you have, rest and replenishment comes from having to go to bed and sleep for long periods of time. Rest and replenishment can also come from engaging our imagination into the activities that we love to do, because when we're doing something that we love, it naturally brings us energy. It starts to increase our flow. Part of the work that I do with private clients is really start to look at where is their energy best spent, because from my own personal experience, I was working for many years in the wrong direction. I was working in a way that was very much not in alignment with my natural energy flow. I was determined that I was somebody that needed to be at the back, who needed to be the trader, who needed to be the kind of figures person. That's what I had been told as a child. That's what I had believed, where actually that would drain my energy. It needed to go, because actually the best way for me to work was more in terms of my creativity, seeing the bridge between creativity and people and how to bring that into alignment. So be curious about that, and then look at your thoughts. What is it telling you about letting these things go? What is it telling? How are you feeling about letting something go? Because sometimes when things are bad for us, they're the hardest things to let go as well. So be curious about that, and then take some time to really give yourself that time today to replenish yourself. So remember, the first person one needs is oneself, a mind, body and spirit. So just a little bit of information as well about what the services we're offering. Our services page on our website, www.growingwell.co.uk, is updated. Don't worry if you have problems spelling Growingwell. It's an Irish name. There's more information about our queen, our pirate queen, on our website, but it's also accessible by inputting www.vivianbannigan.com. www.masterclassnavigating.com if that's easier for you to access. We're offering her leadership circles. These are going to be held twice a month at full and new moon. New moon coming this Saturday. If you would like to join, you can register through the page. I'm also offering personal private readings at the moment, which you can register, and these are energy readings which combine the tree of life and also systemic constellations to really look at the challenges that you may be facing so that you can have a clearer view of your unique landscape going forward as well. We here at Growing Well work with women who feel a lack of confidence, may feel overwhelmed, and they really want to get a better understanding of their personal landscape and vision for their future. We do this by sharing our tools and resources, including our flagship program, The Map, which works through mastery, action and passion. And there's more information about our program on our website as well. So till next time, have a wonderful day, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.